Hello everybody, it is Boy5 back on the gaming channel once again, and welcome back to another Halo mod map playthrough. Now, as of recording this, I have already played through the map, but I figured I'd go through this introduction again just because I did so horribly the first time around. Now, this is a mod map by the Digsite team known as Alpha Moon, which is actually a cut level from Halo 2, and it actually has a pretty interesting development cycle. And I've taken the liberty of writing down a few notes off the Halopedia website, just to give you guys a little bit of insight and trivia as to what went down with this map. Now, Alpha Moon was a campaign map for Halo 2 that was meant to be set on Basis, which is the moon of the gas giant Threshold, and Threshold was meant to be the orbital anchor, shall we say, for Installation 04, also known as Alpha Halo. And I've actually got this right on my notes, so I don't know if you can see it, but I have actually drawn an anchor right there. You can see it on the rest of my notes right there. And this was at the time when the Arbiter was originally referred to as the Dervish, but that name ended up being changed due to unintentionally being offensive to Muslim culture. And I actually looked up the word Dervish while I was writing down my notes, and it is a Persian word for beggar. I mean, if anything, I actually like Arbiter a lot more than Dervish. But going back to Alpha Moon as the map overall, due to its large map size, its lack of environmental variety, and its ultimately negative reception from playtesters, it ended up being cut from Halo 2's development in late 2003. And I actually thought of this while I was playing through this map. I actually didn't know if it was replaced by the Arbiter and the Oracle missions, but after seeing the introduction, it was meant to serve as the overall continuation from the Arbiter mission, which ended up being replaced by the Oracle. Now, even though this map was ultimately cut, some of its assets were actually used for the Halo 2 multiplayer map, Burial Mountains. And while discussing the development of Alpha Moon, one of Halo 2's lead engineers, Chris Butcher, was quoted saying, "We were building stuff that just couldn't be played in any engine. We built and detailed and went a huge way down the path with a whole bunch of environments and levels for the game that just totally didn't make it. If you look at the level with the flood inside the quarantine area, that is the remaining 20% of a gargantuan, sprawling level that was meticulously built and hand constructed, but that could never ever have shipped in any engine." And that's completely understandable given the fact that the majority of Halo 2's content was left cut out from the official retail product. And also that Bungie's original vision for Halo 2 just was too powerful for the original Xbox. So it was definitely for the best that it got cut out. And thanks to the Digsite team, along with some other modders in the Halo community, they have managed to bring this map back into a playable state. And that is what I've been playing here. So hopefully you've got a little bit of insight into what's going down. I decided I'd re-record this intro just to make it sound more professional, so to say. So we're gonna get right into the gameplay. Let's get into it. This scenario was a composite reconstruction of the 2003 mission, Alpha Moon, assembled from archived data, design documents, and our own restorative work to showcase early Halo 2 development, set between Alpha Gas Giant and Delta Temple. Pursuit of the Heretic leader continues down to Basis, Moon near the first Halo. While care has been taken to present the level in a further completed state, Alpha Moon originally never developed beyond the Halo 1.5 era. Your play experience may vary. Thanks, you guys.
Their defenses are strong, but our lords are with you today, Arbiter. No one else survived the first drop.
Alright. As shown by that drop pod there. There's a heretic right down there. I don't know how he didn't notice me.
The heretic's defenses are formidable. Our attack cannot proceed until you have eliminated their heavy weapons.
Okay. Now, before recording this, I actually wasn't sure if this was actually replaced by the Arbiter and the Oracle levels. But
Your stealth armor is operational.
yeah. But thankfully, given what I saw in the intro,
This moon will degrade its effectiveness. Use caution.
I can never speak. I never get the opportunity to speak, do I? Thankfully, given that introduction, I now know that it actually takes place after the Arbiter mission. So apparently the Heretic has fled to the moon of Basis, and we are still tasked with hunting him down. And I should point out, I've only ever played this map once. And I was planning to make a video on this map many months ago, but that ended up being cut due to a lack of commentary on my end. Okay, so there's the first cannon that we gotta destroy. Anti-air emplacements are resistant to tough. It's hard for me to speak late at night, isn't it? So overall, we just gotta destroy that thing. Plant an explosive charge. There we go. I like how it shows a little timer underneath my crosshair.
Now, find the next candidate placement.
So I think there's 3 overall. We've taken out the first one. I'm pretty sure I set this on normal. I don't know why I'm taking so much damage. Yeah, I'm on normal. And I spawned right in the middle of combat. What the fuck? Okay, that is just a... That is a piss take right there. Alright, go camo right there.
But there are still heavy guns firing from your area. Find them and destroy them.
You know, I'm taking out the elites, and I'm swapping out the plasma rifle for the carbine. Because I need the upper hand here. Okay, so as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, I think there are 3 cannons in total, and we've already taken out 1, so we gotta find out the... we gotta find the other 2. I don't know why it's hard for me to do commentary late at night. Like, the introduction to this video, it took me about 6 minutes to get through it. Purely because I just kept slewing over my words. I think I tried it before. There's no way I can actually use a plasma grenade here. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw a sticky on that turret. You know what? I'm going back to the plasma rifle. I'm gonna dual wield them.
You can't hide from me.
I just did. See, that's much better. Alright, plan the second charge. There goes. Yep, there goes the second cannon. Better take that son of a bitch out. I'll stay with the carbine for a little bit. I gotta get my hands on the fuel rod cannon because I might need it going forward. Because there is a good amount of vehicle combat in this map from what I remember. And as I said, I've only ever played this map once, and that was on my failed attempt of recording this video. And as I've already said, the intro to this video took me about 6 minutes to get through it. Because a lot of the times I end up slewing over my words, and that's when it gets cut, and I'll explain it differently. And I don't know why it's so hard for me to do commentary late at night, because there are some times where I find it so hard to articulate my words, and it just pisses me off so much. Because I just find it hard to collect my thoughts sometimes. I don't know what it is.
At last, all warriors descend. The path is clear.
And I already know that the shipmaster's voice is different. But I don't remember the guy's name. I know it's not the Vengeful Verdam, who has had a hand in this mod. Nor is it General Kidd. As I was saying, vehicle combat. Fragments in the ring remain scattered on this moon. Glowing debris can be destroyed. Okay, so we gotta take down the shield along with that. It actually reminds me of that large amount of flood biomass in Halo 2 Uncut. Which I actually didn't know you could destroy that either. If I'm right, I actually think we could just charge right into it and that destroys it. Oh, we got some Halo CE turrets as well. Yeah. Alright, that's that. It actually really upsets me that we can't actually use the plasma cannons on the Wraith. I mean, if we can use the turret on the Scorpion, why not the plasma cannons on the Wraith? Come on. It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, I get why it's not a thing. I mean, there is a boost on the Wraith, along with the Ghost and the Banshee, but I just think it would have been a cool feature. Oh, we got some fuel rod grunts up there. But yeah, I've already said I'm playing on normal difficulty, and it just feels like I'm playing on heroic for whatever reason. So that's already a downside. I think the coloration of the Ghost also looks a bit different. That's one small minor detail. That is a small minor detail I've noticed. Right, I'm gonna abandon the Wraith here, I can't be bothered. When I get the opportunity, I'm going with a Ghost. Yeah! There we go. Somehow he did not see me right there. Oh, there's a Ghost right down there. Could be a chance to do some boarding action. There it is. That's mine. And I kind of like the inclusion of the shade turrets from Combat Evolved. I think it adds a Halo 1.5 aesthetic to it. You know, we're just gonna go straight past the vehicle combat entirely. I can't be bothered. We get a bit of Spectre combat as well. Oh, the Spirit as well. I forgot about that one. I actually don't know if the Spirit was actually planned for Halo 2 or if it was eventually replaced with the Phantom. I wouldn't know for sure. But like I say, it's good to see some CE assets being used in Halo 2. Oh, we can board the Wraith. Never mind. Yeah, it wasn't a smart idea, was it? Whoa! Nearly fell off the cliff. But like I say, we're just gonna skip straight past the vehicle combat sections entirely. Otherwise, we're just gonna be here forever. Flank or destroy the gun tower. Alright. Hey, calm down. This isn't bumper cars. What did I just say? Do you think we're in an arcade or something? Or a carnival? Fucking hell. I didn't think the heretics were so aggressive with the vehicles. I'm probably gonna have to start taking down those during the gameplay as well. Because just like with the Keys custom mission, I am gonna give this a rating at the end. Fucking hell. I just got crushed by my own vehicle. Well, I'm going for the first option. There's no point in me going over there. Given what I've gone through so far. Beyond Thunderdome. You know, if I'm lucky enough, I could probably actually hijack a Banshee. Well, I wouldn't know for sure. I sound like a broken record at this point, don't I? I wouldn't know if it's possible to hijack a Banshee like this. We might actually find some supplies in here. Full-on frontal assault, if all else fails. I am definitely going to have to get my hands on a fuel rod cannon as well. Just a... Oh, no. Never mind. Well, forget it. If the fuel rod gun functions like its CE counterpart, there's no point in taking it. Again, custom tracks by Neo Teika. Really good addition. Feels like it's very authentic. I think I remember we have to go through that one. We have to go up there. So we have to take the high ground. I'll tell you, Obi-Wan Kenobi would be proud. And we're just gonna go straight through it. We're gonna blast straight through it. I mean, this is the overall downside to Halo 2. The vehicle encounters can actually be bypassed very easily. You don't even have to do it. Oh, boarded the enemy wave without issue there. Get out. And I'm gonna take the pilot seat on this one. If I could just side strafe, I'll have no issues. Now that I think about it, I think it would make sense why the spirits and the shade turrets would be in this mission. Because they feel like they're remnants of the Arbiter's fleet of particular justice. Like a small handful of the Covenant fleet survived after the destruction of Alpha Halo. I like a bit of environmental storytelling. I didn't just get stuck with a fucking... No. I'm thinking of Halo 2 Uncut. Right, I think if I destroy this, we could then get a ramp upwards. Or we could just pass straight through. I think that's a downside to this map. The nav points are very confusing. I feel like I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing anymore. Well, I should have known I was going the right way because that gigantic fucking jackal shield, Mirage. Which is a character from The Incredibles, believe it or not. It's been years since I've seen The Incredibles. I should probably rewatch it. Along with Meet the Robinsons, probably. Chicken Little as well. It's been years since I've seen those movies. Okay, well that other nav point's still there. If my crackpot theory is correct, I could probably destroy that emplacement turret by just constantly attacking it with the Wraith. But it probably just could be a huge anticlimax. Yep, my theory is correct. And again, I've only ever played this once, but if I remember correctly, I have to traverse through this little hole right here. No, I think I just hit a dead end. Never mind. Back out again. Back out again. Right, back into the damaged Wraith. I just gotta find a way to progress. But I'm gonna ignore that nav point because we already came from there. It's nearly 20 to 10 right now. I'm gonna be up all night editing this video. Yeah, I think I was right. I had to eliminate all the enemy forces in the area. And I think that's where I had to progress as well, but I couldn't beforehand. So that's the hiding hole for the heretic. Alright, let's try this a second time. Head inside and scare the heretic out of his hole. For the great journey. Oh, that transition though. I don't know why, but this section of the map actually gives me Gold Source vibes. Like the first time you enter Zen in Half-Life. But I think this is where you have a fight with the heretic. Or maybe it just ends.
The prophets have betrayed you, as they will betray us all. But you will not be swayed. journey ends here, Arbiter. Come.
Yeah, this is a boss fight.
Fuck
me. I need to remember how broken the Elite's melee attack is. Thankfully, if one of them's used as a carbine, I'm not gonna have any issue because it does fuck all. Oh no, more heretics. But no, I think this is just a wave of rare heretics. I don't think we actually fight the heretic leader. It's literally just a holdout section. No position for government reinforcements. And there you go. The original storyboards for the outro.
Die by your hand than let the prophets lead me to slaughter.
And as I was saying, Arbiter was still known as the Dervish.
The Oracle.
Hello, I am 343 Guilty Spark. I am the monitor of Installation 04.
Ask the Oracle about Halo.
More questions?
How they would sacrifice us.
His edification was most enjoyable.
Just places him in a little box.
That is the Oracle. So it is. Come. We are leaving this system.
I think that was supposed to be an early version of the carbine. That weapon he was holding. That's it. Dr. Leo, that was his name. Neo Teika also did the music, I believe. Developers, Bungie, 343 Industries, Halo Studios, Gearbox Software, Hired Guns, and Affinity, Ensemble Studios. I like how they add their little credits here as well. Digsite developer team, huge credit to these guys for making this thing possible. Additional assistance. There you go, The Vengeful Vadam. Asset restoration and Halo 2 pre-release consultation, pardon me. Digsite testers. General Kidd, as I said before. I knew he had a hand in this, but I forgot he was a playtester. Along with all these other fine folks. Special thanks for providing Halo 1, 2, and 3 cut content. I don't know, there was some cut content from Halo 3 that was using this, and I think that's it. We're just left with this music. Sorry, you did not win. Try again. Yeah, I don't think I wanna. Alright, well, that was Alpha Moon. So overall, I think the Digsite team have done a good job in trying to make a full restoration of this cut mission. But the parts I didn't like, the vehicle encounters seemed a bit too unfair. The nav points were a bit misplaced. I don't know, I'll probably give this a final rating of... I want to say between a 5 or a 6. So I'm going to give it a 5.5 out of 10. I just think with a little bit more polish, it could have been a lot more functional. But aside from these few flaws, I think it does a good job at restoring Bungie's original vision. I think it is a good thing that this mission got cut in favor of what we got in the retail version. But I think that's all I have to say on the matter. I can't think of anything else. So if you like what you saw for whatever reason, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Share with everybody else, it helps out a bunch. That has been it for me. This is your boy Eddie on the gaming channel. I'm probably gonna be up all night editing this video, as I said, but I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.